Hi, VOD girlies. Who here has listened to Santa Smize by Tyra Banks? Before you finish this video, look up Tyra Banks Santa Smize and tell me what your favorite flavor of Smize and Dream hot ice cream is. I looked up a song on YouTube and there's already a video of Tyra from 45 minutes ago ranting about Santa. Yeah, I'm voting Santa Smize for the stream outro. I saw a comment that said something along the lines of, "Hey America, Australia can't keep entertaining her much longer." Stop whatever you're doing, even if you're driving, and listen to Santa Smize. Actually, listening to Santa Smize on full blast in a car on the highway is probably the optimal way to listen to it. And also, I feel like Santa Smize is what I feel like when I have one too many cups of coffee in the morning. Because, you know, like, I was talking about this on the 71st floor. Speaking of which, the 71st floor and I have done a collaboration that will be out next week. It's a podcast interview, my first ever interview. Please go support them. I had a really great conversation, and we're going to also be ranking the characters, like all the principal trainers of Pokemon Legendza, on their channel next Tuesday. But we were talking about ADHD. And I do want to like see if I could get seen for that by somebody, because I don't want to say that I have it, but I did hear that like people who have ADHD drink coffee and feel normal. And that's how I feel. Or they drink coffee and feel sleepy, and that's how I feel. So I drink a lot of coffee, and sometimes I have a little bit too much, and then I go over the threshold of like too much caffeine, and then it starts getting weird. That's what Santa Smize sounds like. Speaking of which, we are trying to get Smize and Dream, the Vanillite. If we catch her today, we're naming her Santa Smize. I used to drink 10 cups of coffee today before I got my ADHD meds. Yeah, I saw a TikTok of somebody saying that when they finally took their medication, they started feeling like, they were like, oh, this is what being normal feels like. I don't think I have it. I don't want to say I do, but, you know, I'm also like almost 30 years old and I can read. I don't like to self-diagnose because I'm the type of person that will just diagnose anything, but I have a sneaking suspicion. Can we get a shiny Espeon and call it Matcha Mochi Dochi? Matter of fact, go to all of the flavors that was listed out in Santa Smize and find a Pokemon that corresponds. I'm the same way. All I can compare is the feeling is listening to Angel of Darkness. Not since my meds, though. Oh, see? Okay. Y'all, I need to... What if I end up getting medication? What if I end up finding out that I do have something like going on and I get medication and then like I seem like really normal and like all of my content gets like 10 times better because I can finally pay attention? Because I have to give myself like little tricks sometimes. I'll be like, okay, so today you're going to do this and you're going to do this and you're going to do this. And I have to like trick myself to stay like on topic. Maybe I don't, though. Who knows? Maybe I'm just like Tyra Banks, you know, like... My content's amazing right now, though. Thank you, Ada. It's funny that your name is fully pronounced Ada Roll. We can't see the 47 sticky notes that Phaun has plastered on the wall behind the monitor. My sticky notes is just my agenda, my task list. And they're all just really suggestions. I heard stories about how people take their ADHD meds and then they feel like they've turned into a boring person. I don't want to be a boring person. I think that I'm fine. Like I'm quite productive and I'm happy. I just like to know. I just like to know. Antonio. Rowan, thank you for 7 months. I hope everybody had a good weekend. We started this VOD very interesting. I had a very lovely conversation with some gay people early this morning. And then I started the stream and we just like immediately got into Santa Smize. I wonder if Santa Smize, it's probably copyrighted. I wish I could display it on the stream. Santa Smize obtained. Now, I know that this is supposed to be Smize and Dream, but she goes by different stage names, okay? Just like Tyra Banks' various products, she's also very ever-changing. Wow, we got it. We got it, y'all. I've been hunting this forever. Santa Smize, Santa Smize. Oh, oh, oh. Santa Smize. Oh my gosh. Yes, honey. This is one of my wish list shinies too. I'm so happy to have that. It takes just 10 minutes. It's just that easy with Tyra Banks leading the way. Yeah. Did she abuse generations of young prospective models? Yes. And that's what we need to talk about. Somebody, I won't shout you out fully because I don't want you to get in trouble. But somebody did say, this kind of feels a little bit like karma. And I think that's all part of it. Everything going on with Tyra right now, it's like her brand must be mess. Like, she only works when she's mess. Hi, Phaun. First shout out to Sherjan for the gifty. Thank you again, Sherjan. I've just finished watching all your YouTube Pokemon videos and I got addicted. Learned a new term that resonates with me. Welcome, Vex. You came just in time. It's launch week for the DLC. We will be doing a part 2 of the mega tier list once I get my hands on that story and those Pokemon. Penelope Pitstop, is it true that you've been an unnamed feature on Santa Smize? Yes, Penelope Pitstop is a unnamed feature on Santa Smize. She's actually the ghost background vocals. Tyra Banks paid her a lot of money to do background vocals because Tyra Banks wanted to sort of like feature it as a Tyra Banks single. And Penelope Pitstop has a vocal timbre that actually works perfectly for the essence of the track. We like to call it Christmas, hyper Christmas, not hyper Christmas pop, but hyper Christmas industrial, industrial Christmas music. I've been hunting this on and off for 3 weeks, and I know the secret ingredient to finding the shiny Santa Smize. Girl, run up the streets. I need Santa Smize remix featuring Thought Squad, aka Prison from Dispatch. I'm going to find an open verse track of that. I'm going to put my own little track on that because there's a lot of different sort of beats and flows that you can take with that. Because she did like about 7 or 8 different flows in that whole thing. What would my lyrics be? Let's see if we can look up the Smize, Santa Smize lyrics. Tyra Banks, Santa Smize lyrics. There's no lyrics. The culture needs to wake up. There are no lyrics. Where are the lyrics? Oh my God. I hate that. I hate that. Somebody needs to have the lyrics out already. This is an important moment in culture. Oh my God. Y'all, look. Wait, is this the magic of Tyra Banks? Wait, y'all, I think I found a new meta. You have to listen to Santa Smize by Tyra Banks with all of your heart, and then you'll be able to get many, many shinies. So ugly.
People are scared. Me too.
What other... Okay, I'm going to catch one in a luxury ball. I already have a lot of shiny Magikarps, but whatever. This one I will remember is... No, we can look up all of the Santa Smize flavors and name one of the Magikarp after each flavor. Phaun, would Santa Smize have saved me from my 48 phase Pancham hunt? I think so. Okay, Smize and Dream flavors. Oh my god. Chewy, gooey, crispy, creamy, crunchy, and always yas. I hate you, Tyra Banks. Y'all. Oh my god, Tyra. So it says, we're in Australia, mate. Smize surprises. Handmade by our chefs, these yummy treats pair with your ice cream and on top in the shop or tucked deep in the tub, aka the pint. Chewy, gooey, crispy, creamy, crunchy, and always yas. Any of my single gay boys in the chat with the active sort of dating profiles, because we have I'm hitched already, so I can't do this. But this has to be, replace whatever your description is and do chewy, gooey, crispy, creamy, crunchy, and always yes. That needs to be your new description in the Tinder, in the Hinge, in the whatever it is. I have gotten 5 shiny Pidgeys and 5 shiny Bellsprout. Pidgey's kind of hard to land. Now this, but are Smize surprises better than our ice cream? How do you think? Here's some of our ice cream flavors. The best vanilla I ever had, GF. Oh, that's gluten-free. Tyra's favorite. Mama Carolyn's favorite. York's favorite. Cookie dough dough dough. Purple cookies and cream. Super dope caramel. Matcha mochi dochi. Coffee in bed. Strawberry birthday cake. What? So it's going to be cookie dough 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 and birthday. Santa Smize reminds me that one time I had Barbara Streisand as my sleep paralysis demon. It would quote corny Sex in the City quotes in a satanic voice. Oh my god. This is birthday. Actually, always yas. I love that because it's so so corny. Always yas. And then we have cookie. We have to do like this. It's very much giving gay people talk like this, right? Y'all, I'm telling you, there's a clip of her on stage at a circuit party. I'm assuming it's a circuit party because I see like hairy chested buff men just like watching her in awe. And she's like sweating with a sickening yellow wig. She looks great, but like you can tell she's been up there and like the adrenaline's going, because I get sweaty sometimes on stream, you know? She says, y'all, I'm a gay man in this body. I'm a gay man in this body. Oh my god. Tyra. The Our Story page on the website begins with her parents' divorce and why she chose to go into ice cream. I love her. Me when I'm forced to use the men's restroom. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can get Pumpkaboo now, because we got some time. I've been wanting Pumpkaboo. I just want y'all to know that Damsel and I, we're gonna get a real nice streamer house in Chicago. That was confirmed on Blue Sky. Move to Chicago. I hear it's cold. Best decision I ever made. Do they have Smize and Dream there? I'm not going unless there's Smize and Dream.
I'm from Chicago.
Wait, I don't think this is the best place for Pumpkaboo. Oh, it might be. Oh yeah, this is a great place for Pumpkaboo. I love shiny Pumpkaboo. I like really very much want the alpha in an extra, like an extra large alpha and like an extra small, like both shiny. I need Smize and Dream 10 steps away from my house. There's a shiny already? Shuppet spawns here too. I don't think so. But what I do know is ice cream, the science of it, the creative art of it, the nerdy, technical, and the yummy, tasty parts. I'm like an ice cream sommelier. Next to the alpha? I don't see it, y'all. I don't see. Oh, y'all are hearing it. Okay. Let's look on the roof then. What I appreciate is like, I'm not saying like I'm like awe-inspired by Tyra Banks in some. I'm not like, she's not like Lady Gaga to me. It's just the fact that she doesn't question what I feel like anything she does. She just goes based off of, does she want to do it? I love it, because even in the manic messiness, I'm like, you know what? Go off. Oh, you missed. It's okay. I heard Chicago needs better public transit, and I do own a flying cosmic train, so that just makes sense. Chicago, I hear, is real. Like, you don't have to have a. You can like. You don't have to worry about a car payment in Chicago. I think you have to live near the lines. It's not like New York City where you can just like live anywhere and just like find a train or a bus anywhere. But I hear that it's pretty nice. Yeah, and unless it's like freezing cold, but I feel like you get used to it. She says on her R story page she still dreams of performing on stage at concerts, but knows she isn't Taylor Swift or Beyonce. But what she does know is ice cream. That's I feel that, because like I'm not Taylor Swift or Beyonce, but what I do know is Pokemon. What's your opinion on Scolipede shiny? I like Scolipede. Sarah B. Scolipede. I think the shiny of Scolipede is really pretty. I love how the colors sort of, yeah, I like that. I think that's really pretty. It's very luxe to me. Repeat ball or luxury ball? I just got 2 tickets in Chicago this weekend. Just put a damper on my fun. What do you mean? Everybody's saying Chicago's fun. Oh, wait. It's negative 21 degrees here in Alaska. I'd like to go to Alaska. I'd like to know what it's like in Alaska. Everyone remember Life Size? Yes. Eve is great. No matter where she goes, dress her up from her head to her toes. At the town, at the mall, Eve loves high fashion. Da, 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 da. She'll spend the whole night dancing. Tyra Banks is like, she's always gonna find a way to put a song in it. She did it. She does it for every era. Oh, you got tickets in Chicago. Oh, I thought you said I got tickets to Chicago. No, you got tickets in Chicago. Those are two different tickets. I got a full Shiny Odds Diggersby on stream the other day, and low-key, I like it. I keep saying this. The Bumblebee line as the Shiny is a different conversation. The Bumblebee line is a different conversation. I don't know if spawning out here is like actually good. I might have to like walk in. Like walk through, you know? Unless there's like a spot that I can run around. I should release some music. I've been thinking of getting back into songwriting, just as like a personal thing, because it's actually a really fun release for me. Making music, like writing music and like doing vocal production is something that I can like sit and focus on the same way that I can sit and focus on like video editing. And I really like it because I kind of use it as a diary sometimes. And it's really fun to sort of like take my thoughts and my feelings and turn it into music, you know? And like I still sometimes go back to my old SoundCloud and like listen to old songs the same way that I go through my diary and read old journal entries. And I've been wanting to get back into it. If I ever did that, I've already decided that I'm not going to like try to make it like a product. Like I tried to do that before when I wrote that EP. I was really focused on like making it as big as possible or whatever, but I really just like I would like to just have a SoundCloud. I might like post it on the Blue Sky or something and then just not talk about it again, because I really miss like opening up FL Studio and just like making noises. Or just like finding beats on like YouTube or SoundCloud and just writing to them. It's really interesting. Like I miss it. Snai. Welcome, Snai. Welcome to the chat, Snai. Yeah, the gigantic Pumpkaboo. So Pumpkaboo naturally has different sizes. You can see it right here. But even the alphas vary in size, and each size has different sounds too. I think you can hear it here. Yeah, so that even changes with the alphas. That's like a unique thing about their alphas. What's tea with Blue Sky? Do I need to hop onto it? Zachy, unless you want another social media account, I wouldn't. My Blue Sky is increasingly becoming more and more unhinged. So I think some people like it there, but I also think that some people follow me on Blue Sky and it's sort of like they see different dimensions of myself that I worry sometimes people don't like to see. I try to keep it cute and nice and funny, but I really do use Blue Sky as like, many of the times what I post on Blue Sky I should put in my journal, but my journal is just not close enough and my fingers press send. But I do have a lot of fun on Blue Sky. Y'all, I don't even know what to catch this in.
What was that?
Moonball. Show us the options. Part of me wants to do Dusk Ball, but I feel like Moonball matches more. Blue Sky is like Twitter. It's basically Twitter before it became what it is now. It reminds me of early Twitter, where people were just kind of like having fun and following people they knew, you know. Dusk. Yeah, I feel like Dusk really matches it. I'm gonna do Dusk. I don't know. The thing is I don't have a Pumpkaboo though. I want an Apple Ball Pumpkaboo because I don't have a shiny Pumpkaboo at all in my collection, at all. Oh, I love Dream Ball so much. I love to put anything in a Dream Ball because I love it so much. I'm gonna do Dream Ball. I have to live in the moment. I'm gonna do Dream Ball. I know that doesn't match it totally, but Dream Ball is kind of like my like signature Apple Ball for a shiny that I truly like, a wish list cutesy shiny. So I'm gonna do that. Hi. Oh my god, I have a Pumpkaboo. I've wanted a Pumpkaboo for so long. Y'all, this is one of my favorite shinies of all time. Mother. Yeah. I love shiny Pumpkaboo. Oh my god, like, what a day. What a day. What else? What else? I have to save my last Dream Ball for Musharna, because that's another one that I need a shiny of in a Dream Ball. And there's no confirmation if we'll get them again for Legendza. What else? Hi Phaun, I was here watching your Collectibles vid and I was wondering what cat species do you think is mother? That's a conversation that we should be having together. You know? I do want to do another Collectibles, but like, it'll come, you know. I already have a shiny girl Heracross in a Dream Ball. I'm like trying to see if there's anything I don't have. I don't have a Starmie yet. I need a Starmie. Like it's I don't think that its shiny is like the best, but I need one, you know. Is there a better place to hunt this? I don't have both male and female Meowstic. I don't think so. Yeah, there's easier areas for this. Fennekin would be cute, but I don't know if I'm up for it right now. I need a Fennekin. Isn't there like an area where they all spawn like in a pit somewhere? Zone 2 at night is best. Okay, we'll do Zone 2. I started Time Stranger over the weekend due to your VODs. Been obsessed. Tark, I think I've seen you logging into Time Stranger. Are you playing it on your Switch? No. Somebody's playing Cyber Sleuth on their Switch. Yeah, the Mega Starmie area. It was me? Oh, it was Sev. Okay. Unless there's a bench nearby it, I think that this might be better. You're on Steam? Okay. Yeah, Time Stranger's good. We're going to have to play that tomorrow because once the DLC comes out, I'm dedicating the rest of the week to the DLC until we finish it. I think that we'll finish it before the end of the week. It's DLC, so it won't be that much. But we got to get some Time Stranger in. Thankfully, there's no aggro here. Y'all, we are so lucky today. What was I talking about before I got distracted by one of my wish list shinies? Let me show y'all what Staryu looks like. Oh, a shiny Staryu is real easy to clock. Oh, I love shiny Staryu. I would get 2 of them. One for the evolution and one for just that first stage in like a dive ball. The fast travel method's best. I have to wait till I get paid again to get the DLC. I'm sick. I just have to wait 2 days. Hey, I mean, you get to play it over the weekend. Yeah, the minty star meme. Staryu. Star. Hi, Al. Oh, I don't know if we have multiple people with Al, but I've gotten a DM. I've got a blue sky, and now I see you in chat. Somebody named Al. I've seen your name a lot. When I say somebody named Al, I've seen your name a lot, but I don't know if you DM'd me on Instagram. But people were... This is a really fun idea. The Girly Pop Awards. I don't know. With the holidays, I'm very like apprehensive of like scheduling something because I'm very busy, what with multiple birthdays, Christmas, and then my birthday and New Year's. But the Girly Pop Awards would be cool. My only hang up is I don't know how to organize that. There's so much to talk about. It was you? Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can figure this out. It's got to be like a 50-meter radius. Maybe we can like... Do they spawn like this? Do a cookie run tier list? I'm not opposed to doing a cookie run tier list. I'm doing the same thing I do with the other channels is I don't look at the numbers anymore. Like I don't look at the numbers on Twitch because I feel like I feel like we have more fun when I'm not worried about being like a perfect creator. So I'm trying to do that with the main channel too. I'm hoping that Hades 2's tier list comes out this week. I think it should. Then next week I want to finish up the Deadlock one. And then, well, not next week. Next week has to be part 2 of the mega tier list. But I want to finish the Deadlock and I want to finish the Girly Pop Lock thing. And then I'll get back to other tier lists. Cookie Run Kingdom, I would have to do a blind tier list though, because I don't know much about it. I don't know if I can get all the way into it because I feel like there's a lot to get into. Oh, desserts. Hi, Matero. Oh gosh. I have to wait till February. That's when my diet ends, is February. I don't know why the universe just made me feel this way, but I have to keep up this like sort of diet that I have, like breaking a lot of my cravings and just like eating healthier, and counting my macros until February because my Saturn return has been happening for 3 years apparently, which makes sense because I started making content 3 years ago. Get into that. Isn't that spooky? And my final phase of the Saturn return is from December to February. The final phase. I'm staying locked in. The HSR tier list. I keep forgetting I'm supposed to do that. I'm a Bunty's tier list. How girly pop is your pregnancy? Oh God, could you imagine what side of the internet would cancel me for that? Can I be an award presenter? Sure. The idea sounds like it could be very fun. I've done many award ceremonies with photography contests. I do, if you ever want to hear the process. Okay. It's nice to know I have a resource. Oracle. I think it's just like it's Tagalog for mother. I think in Tagalog they use mabuntis for like a slang for mother. But because of the literal translation, I find it so absurd that it's funny, if that makes sense. I'm on the same Saturn return, and this year has been tough, but it's also good. Like, Chabat, this year, I don't know. I honestly think that it might just be because of the state of the world. But this year, I am just... Every day I feel like I have epiphanies about, like, myself. I feel very confident and aware of like what I want to do, and yeah. But because it's like Saturn is supposed to be like giving you lessons. So I'm learning a lot of lessons about myself and my life. Hits you over the head. Hits you over the head. Hits you over the head. Axe, thank you for 8 months. We could finally award the Miss Face 2025 and Miss Body 2025 of the Girly Pop Awards. BB, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was emailing Paradise's team about something, and they signed the signature of the email as Miss Body and Miss Face of 2025 or something like that. And I said, is that confirmed? Because I watched the pageant and I was runner-up, and I don't remember Paradise competing, but I don't know. Thank you, homie Pimpson. Thank you again, BB, for the gifted subs. Roll back the tapes. Oh, you crowned her during the step down. Okay, I see. Saturn demands you to grow up, learn lessons, elevate, be disciplined, and stay focused. Depending on the placement of your Saturn in your chart, the Saturn return may have specific themes. Saturn in the first house, lessons about the self, for example. From all my research, oh, y'all. You have to wait to see it in the podcast. I did something really spooky with astrology in that podcast coming out next Tuesday, the 71st floor. But according to all my research and everything, because I'm the type of person, like some people get confused when I say this. Please don't take what I say like literally, because at the end of the day, I really am just like very interested and just relaying my interests. Do not come to me for any advice as an expert on astrology. I just look for magic in the world. I'm very much an Imagineer. And I just really like, I think it's fun. I think it's fun. It makes me feel cool. And it's really cool to hear people talk about it and stuff. But according to my research, my Saturn is really about like boundaries and like not being afraid to hold them. But it's like also boundaries that I place on myself. Maybe I'm just relaying what I've learned in life this year. Like, it's important for me to be able to say no. I have issues saying no to things. I'll say yes, and then I'll say just no outright because I should have said no five yeses ago. Now I'm able to say no earlier, but I also have to be able to say no to myself. Like, boundaries with work. I can't live around work. Like, I have endless energy when it comes to this kind of stuff. I can just go until like I run myself into the ground. And that is something I'm still like trying to be better at. But I think in general, it's just the maturity, emotional maturity, being more present with like your body, what you're doing, how you spend your time. That's it. Thank you, Gib. Thank you. Vex, embrace it. Embrace it, Vex. It's honestly kind of fun. I feel like Ariana Grande kind of made it a little bit like glam to go through Saturn Return. Because like Eternal Sunshine, one of the main themes was that. Because I guess Ariana's woo-woo like the rest of us. Daisuke, she's a nerd. Ariana Grande is a big nerd. But she kind of made it like glam. So now everybody's like, I'm going through my Saturn Return just like Ariana Grande. Or maybe that's just me. Just like the album Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande, I am also going through my Saturn Return. I don't care what people say. We both know I couldn't slay you. I never mentioned Saturn Returns not once in my life until after I heard that album. Doesn't she have an Eevee tattoo? I wouldn't be surprised. She was learning Japanese for a second. And she also like, I think that she likes maybe like anime and maybe some idol culture. I don't think that she's like super, super into it. But if you are like me and get nosy, early on, like during like before the Dangerous Woman era and a little bit of the Dangerous Woman era, you could see sometimes that she was like watching anime or like things like that. I think she gets into a little bit of like Japanese weeb stuff. There's a girl at work who follows around a Japanese coworker of mine saying words like daisuki. Wow. I hope they're friends. I was sharing the Saturn facts for the Girly Pops. Wasn't trying to make you comment on what you know about astrology. Oh, no, it's fine, Matero. I just, when I relay stuff that you say, I like to qualify and say, like, do not come to me for advice about what the stars are doing because I will lead you astray. The most that my knowledge is about myself. What does it say about me? I just remember watching a Japanese interview with Ari and they referred to as America no Utahime Ariana Grande, which should be like America Diva Song Princess Ariana Grande. She is a song princess. Somebody needs to cosplay like a psychic type Pokemon and do tarot readings at a convention. I have this coworker at my job who has a sickening platinum blonde bob, and yesterday I told her she had her hair done by Julianka and she looked confused. I wanted to, we talk in the podcast about like streaming and stuff. They asked me my perspective on like content creation, among other things. We talked about a lot of different things. And I try not to get too deep into it because I know some people don't like hearing a content creator talk about content creation. I'm really passionate about it. I find it fascinating. But compliments to y'all. I always say this, but like one thing I learned is like it's the community that's here that makes the vibe of what it is. And like we have so many jokes and so many things that we say that like I think people really love to hear and see. And like I don't really understand it because I've been here for the beginning of all the jokes. So I don't know what it looks like on the outside. I really don't. But we do have a very vibrant space here. I think when people come in, we are just like, we're already on one talking about whatever and referencing whatever. And we have our own characters and all this stuff. It makes it all very fun. Oh, come on. I saw a TikTok that said, they were talking about how like group chats tend to like deify characters. Like in your own little... That better not be what I think it is.
What was that?
Oh, Okay. But our chat is kind of like a big group chat.
Another one, thank you.
And I never really put that together. When I saw the TikTok, I was like, yeah, we do have we've deified many characters. I have to find, okay, I already have a yellow one and a luxury ball. Okay, so I'm gonna catch this in a what should I catch it? Y'all, I don't know. I'm really bad at catching stuff today. Premier ball. I was like, this better not be a fletchling. I just can't do it today. That's how many shinies have we gotten today? Hi, gynecologist. I did have a good weekend. I hope you did.
No. Look here, brother. A little Phaun.
Tyra's working overtime. I feel like I'm extracting a lot of energy from her. I hope she's okay. My group chat has deified SCP-173 and named it Wee Wee and edited a beret and mustache on it. I have to look that up. I'm not going to show that because some SCPs are kind of strange. Oh, I know this one. It's the very scary one. Yeah, that one's spooky. There's so much lore that if you truly write down, we would have like 7 books in a series. The MC server alone is literally its own universe with so much lore. Yeah. Speaking of which, in January, we will be doing a Minecraft event, just as a little reminder. I like to think that SCP was like the sort of precursor to like, it's more than just that, but there's a lot of analog horror in the genre popping up, and it being what it is would be nothing if SCP never happened. But SCP also is kind of fun because it's like one of the first examples that I can think of like a really massive like groupthink that's like international, that's facilitated by the internet, like sort of communal lore building just for the sake of it. I think that's really fun storytelling. I did hear in Heated Rivalry that having thick legs and thighs and tuchus is like in. So yesterday was leg day for me, and I went real hard on it. And y'all, I cannot walk today. I was like, I didn't even watch the show, and I was already influenced. That's what I was saying. Somebody asked me earlier, how do I feel about Heated Rivalry? I haven't seen it, but I can tell that a lot of people are already getting like mentally destroyed by it. And I haven't even seen it yet. So what does that mean? I think SCP is fun, but it also like centralized a lot of creepypasta culture. I wish those two cultures could coexist better. Yeah. I feel like that's the sort of interesting thing about something so novel as like communal lore building, is that a lot of people are really excited to explore different horizons, and you know, there's positives and drawbacks to it, pros and cons, you know. Learning Trop Kick. I don't think I look like a typical strong person, but my body is the strongest it's ever been in my whole life. I don't want to fight, and I don't like to fight, and I'm not trained as a fighter, but I do think that I could defend myself if somebody tried to accost me on the street. I don't know why. Maybe that's the man in me that's always like, can I fight? But I do think that I can fight now. I think I could fight somebody if I needed to. Thank you, Oracle. What's the latest shiny? Bucha. We got Flabebe. We got Sweet Baby. Flabebe, Sweet Baby. Always yes. Cookie Dodo Do. And we got the Diva, Santa Smize. It's MJ. That is such a compliment. Thank you so much. Y'all. Thank you. The Fletchin. Oh yeah. I didn't catch them today though. Has anybody been like holding off on purchases for Christmas, the holidays? You know how you get to that point where you're like, I don't know. It's the Capricorn in me. I see it, I want it, I like it, I got it. That's literally my theme song. And right now I'm doing this thing, and it's actually really revelatory, where I go onto these shopping sites that I normally like to shop on, like Olive Young, you know, skincare. Like I want to redo my skincare because I tested out and I did like a full kit and caboodle of The Ordinary, and I like some of the products and I don't like some of them, but I'm using them up. I'm always the type of girl that's going to use up everything. I hate to waste my money. My skin needs to absorb my money, even if I don't like the product like fully, unless it's damaging my skin. I'm rambling. But I want to get like some new skincare. I wanted to get some other like grooming things. I'm really into grooming lately, but I can't. There's some like cute stuff I want to buy, but I can't. And I like went to look at my shopping carts because I just keep my accounts open and I just leave them in the shopping cart for later. I'm like, once Christmas is over, I can get stuff for myself, because I haven't even told people that I want this stuff, because I don't like telling people to get me certain things like scents and perfumes and things, because I'm very picky when it comes to that kind of thing. But it looks taboo to be buying myself things during the holidays and my birthday. But I looked and I let that cart add up all of the purchases that I would get for myself over like a 3-week period. Honey, it's actually a good thing that I'm pumping the brakes, because if you let those carts add up, because I'm the type of girl that's going to do little small purchases, but all those little small purchases, oh, I was sick. I said, they almost got me. They almost got me. But I probably will still get some things, just not as much. I try so hard to buy people useful gifts because I don't like feeling like I waste my money on things people don't use. One of the best pieces of advice that I have taken from gift giving is think about what people use a lot, something that they like a lot. Scents, like something you notice about them. Maybe they don't talk about it, but you notice about them. Maybe they really like blankets. If you have like a roommate or a partner or a family member who like always likes to snuggle up with like a blanket at the end of the day. Tea, like my mother knows that I like tea, so she got me some tea. Just anything. Find it and elevate it within your means, if you can, or just get them more of that, or get them something different of that, because maybe they're like in a habit or a hobby. It says you notice something about them, but you also want to like show that you want to provide that for them, but better. It doesn't have to be like crazy. But I think that's a really nice gesture for gift giving, if you're ever like wondering, like, what do they do a lot that I could sort of like elevate, even if like it's with outside of both of your means. Maybe you can get them a really nice scent that they normally couldn't get for themselves, you know, like on a normal like sort of budget thing. Thank you, Al, for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And BB, thank you for the gifted sub. I've heard that abandoning cart actually hurts businesses due to costs associated with platforms, which is very fun insight when it comes to sticking it to the man. Oh, okay. Well, I do that a lot, so I'm sure they hate me. Matt Taro. My BF told me I was hard to shop for because I buy things I want for myself too much. Yeah, you have to stop. I just got my Olive Young order this morning. Damsel. I normally don't get stuff from Olive Young, but their site has been really hitting my radar lately, and I think that I might. That's another reason why I'm like letting the cart sit, because I'm kind of like new to the site. So it doesn't have my payment information. I feel like if it had my payment information, I'd say check out. Thank you. But also when it comes to skincare, you have to really sit down and like sort of figure out like what you want. My skin needs a bit of an upgrade because I've noticed some sort of physical changes in my skin now with my mature age. So I'm really trying to find new solutions for new things that are happening with my skin. So I have to really think about like, I'm like really kind of slowly this year. Another thing about a Saturn return is you're going to have to replace your skincare. Somebody earlier said like, I'm scared of my Saturn return. What's going to happen? One of the things that's going to happen is your skincare routine is probably going to change. At least for me. BB, thank you again. Thank you again, Al, for the 10 gifted subs. That's so amazing. Thank you. I got a ton of skincare in the Yanis Blooming Wings album. I think you'd love the Pink album, honestly, if you ever want some new physical media. You know, I've been wanting to decorate my walls with things that feel like represent me, but I don't want to just like buy a bunch of stuff. Like, I feel like when it comes to like wall decorations, like I have a friend, every time I visit them, they decorate their walls so well. And it's because over time they've collected things that mean something to them. And it's almost like a Christmas tree, like how you get ornaments over the years. And I want like wall decorations to kind of be like that for me. So it's always hard to make the move because I've never really started. But like Yena's Blooming Wings album, if it had like physical stuff in it, like posters or something that I could turn into a poster or something I could put on my wall, that'd be cool. That would be why I would get physical media. This might sound gross, but beef tallow balm has been what I've been using because it's super dry in Canada. During the winter, my skin is glowing. Yeah, so I've moved to an area that is very dry, and it's kind of new for me. I have oily skin. My T-zone, this part is the only area of my skin that's like not oily. I wouldn't even call it dry. It's just not oily. I get clammy easy. I produce oil a lot. Maybe that's why I glisten so much. So I can't use products that are too heavy. I still need something that absorbs, but it's like it can't be heavy because then my pores look like congested. So that's my hang up. So beef tallow, I'm sure, is really good and really moisturizing. Like whenever I slug, because sometimes I'll slug on areas that I feel like need healing, like if I've like damaged my skin from wearing too much makeup, because sometimes if I wear makeup every day my skin will burn because I have to wash it so much. I'll like use Vaseline because it's it really like keeps moisture from leaving your skin, but I can't use it all over my face because if I put it in my T-zone it just gets real gross. The poster's getting framed. This year I made it 30 and I haven't figured out my new need for skincare, so this is very much a thing. Oh, see, you went through it. Okay, yeah. Horse oil as a moisturizer. Have I heard of microneedling? I have a microneedle. I have one. The thing is it's hard to use it because I wear makeup so often. Like, I honestly breathed a sigh of relief today that I didn't have to shave because I went habitually. I shave so much that I went to just go get it, and I realized that I had ran out of razor heads. So I have to get some more. But I was like, oh my God, I don't have to shave until I get razor heads. So I'll wait a few days before I get that. But because I'm exfoliating with a razor, and then I'm putting makeup on, and then I'm washing that makeup off, and I wear pretty heavy makeup sometimes for videos, my skin sometimes feels raw. So microneedling, it's really hard to find like a regimented window of time to do that, because I already use retinol, it can be quite harsh on your skin, and I can't like add another layer of harshness, like as my skin is like sort of, yeah. Saw a TikTok recently that had some stuff I thought about for a while, that people have access to make their own purchases of stuff, like, so they seasonally gift giving creates a lot of needless trash and tension, that it's less wasteful to gift or share consumables like favorite food, desserts. Yeah, I mean, I've always said this, I don't like having a lot of things, and I think that's why it's kind of hard to get me things. Like my boyfriend has been saying that he doesn't know what to get me this year, and I'm like, I'm always the type of person, I really don't care if I get presents. I actually like food. I like on my birthday and for Christmas to just not have plans, to not think about things. Like, that's what I want most of all. But I also just don't like having a lot of stuff. So like getting me like knickknacks and stuff is just like not the tea for me. So yeah, I totally believe that getting food and snacks is a really good thing to do, or something that you can use over time. But like, I mean, teddy bears and stuff are cute, and I'm not gonna hate people for wanting to get plushies and stuff if that's your tea, but it's not for me. Whenever I eat chocolate, I'll be looking like an unmoisturized version of Jar Jar Binks going through high school puberty. It's giving Acneana Grande. Yeah, cutting out sugar, just in like the 2 or 3 weeks that I've been doing it. Like totally, other than like fruit sugar, but like processed sugar, I haven't gotten a pimple. It's really crazy. I tell myself, oh, I only need to eat a certain amount of sugar before I know I'm gonna get a pimple. No, it's the moment my lips touch a Twix bar that I get a pimple. My skin is very clear, and I really don't try to show y'all the flaws of my skin with a lot of concealer. I only need concealer for the eye bags lately, because they're deep and dark. What about the blood plasma skincare treatment thing? That's not in my wheelhouse yet, but I already told y'all, the moment I start showing up on stream and on TikTok with less lighting and like just like glassy raw skin, and like I'm starting to like, over time it just starts getting like, that's when y'all know that I'll be living very well. Because like once everything starts getting pulled back, and like tighter and more poreless, that's how you know I'm living well, because that's when I can finally afford I want to get like laser treatments and stuff. Like, I don't care, I want to get laser treatments and all kinds of things. That's my euphoria. Like, let me live. That's my drag. Should I do push-ups right now? Only if you've stretched and do proper form. Who are we hunting? I have a lot of shinies that I've gotten today. We're trying to see if we can get a star me. People say that just teleporting work. Oh, it's daytime. I need to change to nighttime. Sorry. Fried chicken, it's not easy. It's not easy. I have been going through cravings like every 2 days. Yesterday I did really intense cardio, and like I'm telling myself like I have certain macros that I'm hitting, and I'm keeping to them until February. I got winded. Granted, I did really intense cardio. But after that, I got winded wrapping presents. I said, That half a cup of rice needs to come sooner today. I did eat dinner a little bit earlier because I was like, this ain't right. Something about this ain't right. My body is used to running on caffeine, sugar, and like endless carbs. My workout routine. Lately, I have been doing, my area of focus is my upper body. I really want to build out like more of like a broad shape in my shoulders. So I don't really know the names of the exercises. I do different variations of push-ups. So I will do like, I'll put my feet up on like a chair and I'll do that at that angle. And then I will do it at the opposite angle, like with my chest lifted up on something. And I use that and I do that. Then I do diamond push-ups. And then I do wide push-ups. Like wide out, not like shoulder, but like wide out push-ups. I'm trying to build up strength to get to the archer push-up where you can like sort of go side to side. I do that. I do like 12 to 15 3 times, and like at the end I try to go to muscle failure for each of those variations. Matt Namite, I hope you're watching today. We got another shiny alert. Then I do shoulders. So I have dumbbells and I go like this, 12 to 15, and then I kind of lean forward and you go like this, 12 to 15, and then if I'm feeling extra spicy, you go like this, 12 to 15. I do everything up until muscle failure for like the last, I think it's called a rep, like when you do like that number. I don't know the words. I just follow pictures. And then I will do like curls, and that'll be a day. Oh, and I also do like presses and stuff, and like this sort of wide out wing thing with dumbbells too, to build up chest. I do that. Oh, and then I also have a band that I use to warm up. Thank you, BB, for gifting the sub. When I do legs, I don't know the names of it, but it's when you put your foot back on a chair. I have like a little stool. I used to use it for when I wrote music on a piano, like playing chord progressions, but I got rid of my piano when I moved, but I kept the stool so I could use it to work out. And I like hold the dumbbells at the side and I like squat with one leg, and then I do the other one, I squat with one leg, and then I do variations of squats. And then I do that hip thrust thing. And then I do some stuff that I learned in ballet school that I can't even describe. Well, ballet class, not school. And then for abs, I'm really trying to work on it. I'm trying to follow Bretman Rock's ab routine, but it doesn't move me. Like I just won't do the workout if I don't like it. So I'm really trying to figure that out. And I do upper body twice a week. So if I have a lot of energy, I'll like do cardio for the 5th day, but lately I haven't. So like I'll do upper body twice a week and the other stuff once a week, which makes like 4 days total. Yeah, sometimes 5. What do I want to catch Barbarical in? I guess a lure ball. I was Sarah Bareilles and I had that piano. No, I can't play piano. I can play chord progressions. Beanie, is it your birthday? Happy birthday to you. Oh, Dusk is actually much better. I hate lure ball. I'm doing Dusk. I also run, but it's getting cold, so it's hard to run. So I try to replace that with like K-pop dances. Even if it's like upper 50s, I'll go for a run. Because I have like warm clothes that I can wear, like warm workout clothes that I can wear, but I just hate running in cold wind. I hate it. But running is really great cardio for me. For me. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shinies today. Are there any specific days for Pokemon streamer versus chat battles? Vex, we don't do those on specific days. No, there's no specific days. It's just kind of like when I want to. Yeah, Owl, I feel like certain muscle groups or certain types of exercises, you just have to figure out what you do. Like, I'm a true believer that, like, the best workout is the one that you will do consistently. it should be like meditative. Like if you want to get into it, I feel like it should be meditative. It should be a time where some people do it in silence. Some people like to do Pilates. Some people like to do yoga. There's no right way to do it. But for me, I like listen to my music. I listen to my music. I feel myself. I get in tune with myself. And I like it. It's like my time. And I always make sure to make it my time. If I need to do it for 30 minutes and then I'm done, that's it. If I need to do it for 2 hours, then that's what it is. Like, it's my time. It's like, I don't know. I really enjoy it. Speaking of K-pop, but also not really K-pop, did you see Kokona coming out of the closet as transmasculine non-binary? Yes. And that was tea. That literally made my day. That made my day. If you had a stationary bike at home, it'd be over. Oh, do y'all remember that one? I bet he's still doing it. He really built up a sickening platform with it. The Peloton guy, he was like listening to like Gaga and stuff. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, Kokona coming out. I'm happy for him. I didn't really read the post, but I saw all the pictures and all the conversation, and I was like, T, XG of all groups would be the group to do that. And in all honesty, there's a lot of queer people in K-pop and J-pop. I feel like, I mean, look at us. There's a lot of K-pop fans in here. We love performance art. And the amount of support that he got, the amount of just love that the fans were sending, the way that it kind of went a little bit viral in the K-pop space, I hope it shows. And then with like X-Love and stuff like that, I hope it shows these companies that we almost have no choice but to be highlighting queer stories now in K-pop, because they have exhausted all avenues of like aesthetics and sort of things to explore. The most refreshing thing I've seen lately is stuff that XG is doing. It's stuff that Les Seraphim is doing. It's stuff that like X-Love is doing. I mean, there's a lot of talent. Like, it's never a question of if K-pop is talent or not. You have to be so talented to survive that industry. But I just think that there's an avenue there, and they got to get their heads out of their butts and start embracing it. Kokona from XG came out as transmasculine. Yeah, damsel. I do be looking at X-Love's wardrobe and I'm like, oh my God, please find me a stylist like this. I love everything that X-Love wears. I love everything that X-Love wears. I could cry. I love everything that X-Love wears. Every single one of their looks, all of their hair, all of the extensions, all of the layers, every single outfit I am in love with. Well, yes, Rhoda. There are gay people in this chat? I never said that. Wumuti does all the styling. I don't really follow it that closely. I see fashion on the stage. That's what I see. I see the final product. And my heart goes beep, 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 beep. And my heart goes beep, 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 beep. And you know what? X-Love is so cunt. I love when a performer knows that they don't have to sing the song. Because, you know, sometimes in choruses in K-pop or in pop music, it's more of like an earworm and less of a vocal performance. And when they're up there dancing and singing, I would rather them just give face and like give choreography while the chorus plays. They do give vocals in the vocal bits, but something that I see in X-Love a lot that I don't see in a lot of K-pop is sometimes they're like, just let the track play. I'm going to do a little bit of a dance. Because are they supposed to be doing hard choreo and going beep, beep, beep? I mean, you could do that if you want to. But sometimes they just like put the mic to the side and just give face. I love that. I love that. They just did their last music show promotion for the EP, and Hyun had his hair sculpted with gel to have kitty ears. I saw that. I saw it. No, I saw it, damsel. I saw it. He also did the little tiny mini, like, sort of spiky things on the side, which I thought was so cute. Ugh. Ugh. If you can choose any celebrity wardrobe, who would you choose? Right now, I think that I would like to wear... I'd like to wear a lot of what Lil Nas X is wearing. I'd like to wear a lot of what Doja Cat is wearing. I'd like to wear a lot of what X-Love is wearing. Like, I like Gaga, but I wouldn't wear Gaga fashion. That's not my team. I like a little bit more bright and like playful. I'd wear some art pop stuff. I'd wear some art pop stuff from the art pop era. I'm like trying to go down the list. I get into very like Maple Story type of fashion. I think the closest like sort of Pinterest tag that I can say my that I could like really get into is like Gyaru, like a lot of like modern Gyaru. Like I get tagged. Somebody sent me a Xiao Hongshu link of this Gyaru boy in like a pink like sort of baby tee and like these baggy. It was like art. And these baggy jeans, and like the jeans were like all like accessorized, and like the makeup and the hair was just like sickening. And they're like, "This is you," and I'm like, "Yes, yes." When I get the funds, honey. But I really try to be discerning with how I sort of dress myself, and then also like translating your ideas from Pinterest or Instagram or your brain onto your body is a process. Like my Alolan Meow thing was probably the most money that I ever spent on trying to do something that I had in my head. And there were moments of it that I didn't like, but I still did it and I learned. Because that's part of actualizing your vision. Is Lil Nas okay? Lil Nas did say that he was okay recently. I think he said sorry for scaring everybody. I hope he's okay. I remember one of the first conversations I ever had in this chat over 2 years ago was about how K-pop boy groups need to catch up on what the J-pop boys are doing, and look at where we are now. We got what we wanted. You put it out into the universe. You put it out into the universe and someone will listen. I still check Maple Story Cash Shop every Wednesday, and I... That's so real, James. Phaun, have you ever heard of the photo books Fruits and Fresh Fruits? They're photo and short interviews with people who dress up, go to Harajuku, and the fashion is sickening. Boy Bloom on my old computer. I don't have it anymore. I could probably find it. I don't have it anymore, but on my old computer, I had a bookmark of an archive of all of the Fruits magazines from the 90s and early 2000s. I get really into it. Oh, I know we're at the end of the stream, but I want to show y'all something. I was going to make a TikTok of this today, but I got a little bit busy, so I might do it tomorrow. This. Kabutop's bag. I know that there's craftspeople out there who could just make this. I don't know where this came from. I don't know what this is, but I want an oversized version of this Kabutop's bag. And the idea that I have is like brown leg warmers with like a chunky sort of heel. Like very brown, like brown. And then under the leg warmers is like a sock that's maybe like the Kabutop's pink. Plaid skirt, also in brown or in the pink. A like beige or like light yellow, light brown sort of ribbed like undershirt moment that's a button up at the same time with the collar. Like it's that ribbed sort of cotton fabric, but it's a button up with the collar under an oversized sweater like this, and a matching tie that matches with the skirt and the socks under the leg warmers. and then circular red glasses to look like Kabutops. That's what I was thinking. But the bag has to be big, like Gia Gunn big bag. Yeah. I've been thinking about that all weekend. Nook? I don't recall that from Maple Story Vex. I am the boom boom gun. No, I remembered Pickled because I'm thinking of it too. I'm sorry we didn't do any battles today, but it's okay. We'll be playing a lot of Pokemon, so maybe eventually this week we'll do battles. What do you think about Sydney Sweeney guessing Labubu's doing 67 at McDonald's? Everything I've been learning about Sydney Sweeney has been against my will. I don't know what PR manager is telling her to do what she's doing, but she's actively ruining her career. So whatever she says, I don't understand. I don't understand. But I'm really sad that Labubu's, like, everybody hates Labubu's now. I like them. I like a collectible plushie. I want them to keep doing it. Like, why does everybody hate Labubu's now? You're thinking of Animal Crossing? Oh, yeah. No, I get you. Labubu's were dead to me as soon as I got mine stolen. Hi, comments. If they had different face options for Labubus, then I'd love them. Well, they had like different Labubus in the Labubu family. There was like the cousin, the sister, the aunt, the baby, the ex. But everyone only cared about the Labubu. And they had different like sort of faces and vibes. Some of them had tails, some of them had ears, and like different, like there was like different Labubus that came from like different backgrounds. Like there was a mixed Labubu. There was a Blasian Labubu, and you could tell by like what like features they had. Did you see that Bob the Drag Queen dresses up his Labubus, gives them bobs, and calls them Lababus? No, but that's fun. Just people act like they're consumerists. Yeah, I mean, it's Beanie Baby 2.0. It's just like, it's a symptom of what's going on right now. It's like, why did every generation before millennials get to enjoy conspicuous consumption, but now that we must lay in the bed of all of the things going on today that we acknowledge and don't want happening, now it's our fault. I think if you want to get one or two Labubus, that's fine. It does become a problem when you like make Labubus your content. Like I don't like when something gets popular and people immediately like invest, quote unquote, into getting like a bunch of stuff, and like they start scalping and they start like trying to like turn it into a business. That's when it starts getting weird. But I just think that normal people are so aware of the fact that like the world is on fire. Like, why can't they just enjoy one little thing? It's like we get our hands slapped for like doing anything at all whatsoever. Because most of the people in this community who got a Labubu, they got like one or two, if that. And then they were like, this is cute and fun. And they got like the keychains. It's not like we're going out and getting 50 Labubus. It just became a craze. Like, I don't know. I watched an episode of anime last night where everyone became obsessed with marbles. That would be fun. Oh, could you imagine the amount of choking hazards? Because you know somebody would get their kid marbles and they choke on it. Do y'all remember cream savers? Like the lifesavers that were cream? I choked on that when I was a kid. And I remember I was at my grandma's house and she didn't know what to do. And I remember vividly, like, I was choking and like my vision was getting blurry and she didn't know how to get it out. So she just picked me up and started swinging me around in a circle, and it flew out of my mouth. I think the gravity or something. Y'all know I didn't take physics or anything, but it like flew out of my mouth. Every time I see one of those cream lifesavers, I think of that moment. Peril, you have 20 Labubus? You are the problem. I'm kidding. Enjoy yourself. Paradise, you need to do an apology video with tears saying, I am so sorry for getting 20 Labubus. I'm so sorry. That triggers something in me because it's giving people telling me I'm the problem for enjoying Legendza. And you have to say, like, it has to be a YouTube video and it has to have the title My Truth, my dark truth. Or like, you have to really elevate it these days because clickbait has gotten so like meta. You can't say my truth because everybody's done that already. You have to do something like, I'm noticing like sentences, like ominous sentences work. So it's like, I really didn't want to have to do this as the title, or I have a problem, or should I apologize for this? Like something that like engages the audience that looks new. And then you like kind of lead it on. You get past like the 8-minute mark, because that's, I think, when YouTube starts thinking about monetizing on it. It's like once it gets to the 8-minute mark, you have to like talk around it and sigh, catch yourself as you're crying a bit, really like get into it, lead them on. And then you finally take the camera and you say, there's something I have to show you. You take it and you go. And then right there is like your shelf of like 50 Labubus. And you'll say, it took so much out of me to finally do this. Wait. Peril went on a 5-minute stream for no reason after a 2-month hiatus, and it was nothing except for a picture of Jing Jing. See, I sometimes want to do stuff like that, but I don't want to break some of y'all's stream streaks because I know y'all work really hard on that. It's easy to keep the streaks now. Speaking of which, like, I know what works on these algorithms. Y'all know the, oh, what a celebration we have today, things that I've been doing, which have been really fun. I posted one of me crying. I was playing Marvel Rivals, and in the moment, I'm not even kidding with y'all. In the moment, I was playing Marvel Rivals, and somebody insta-locked Psylocke, and I only play Psylocke. So I felt kind of, like, emotional and mad about it, because you can't leave without a penalty. I was in competitive. And, like, one thing you learn in acting is, like, when you want to genuinely give something, you have to lean into a memory. You have to lean into something you can remember. Like, one thing in method acting is you have to, like, sort of try to remember the physical feelings of how you felt in a certain moment to display that emotion. So I was, like, in it, and I was, like, bored. And, like, my eyes were, like, kind of, like, looking at the screen a lot. So I could, like, cry easy. I knew that I could cry easy. That's just the theater kid in me. I was like, I could cry right now. And I just leaned into it. And I was like, it would be really funny if I just, like, made myself cry and did the Glinda thing. And that's what I did. Some people were concerned, yeah, but sometimes I'll post the most serious thing and people will be like, oh, that's so funny, and I was like being serious. And sometimes I'll post something unserious and people will be like, are you okay? At this point, I just accept the fact that if you really need answers, I'll fill you in on the stream. That's how it is. You had me concerned for like 2 seconds, and then I was like, she's acting right now. I know the BFA is kicking in. Yeah, I was acting. I was tapping into a genuine emotion. Someone insta-locked Psylocke, and I felt emotional over it. But it wasn't that big of a deal. I won playing Emma Frost, so. But I wanted to say that because that was my most viewed Glinda video, is me crying. Like, complete strangers are liking it and being like, me too, me too. What to? Because people they love drama, they love mess. So they saw someone crying and they immediately engaged. Me crying in the theater watching Wicked. Girl, I cried every single song. I was a mess. Like, there were people in that theater just... I feel like unless you're going on debut week, you're not seeing super fans who are just going to cry at everything. You're just seeing, like, normal people who saw it on Facebook. And they're like, let's go see Wicked this weekend. I was like trying not to audibly cry. Like, I was so like sweaty, tears running down my face. Okay, one more reset. Me with the FNAF movie.
I'm acting.
I did it for Wicked 1 as well. Like, I don't know. Sometimes, like, there have been moments in my Saturn return where I'm like, I need to cry right now, but I can't. Like, sometimes you're just at that phase emotionally where you need that release, because crying feels good. I don't know if I said this, but I think last week I might have said this, but I've noticed that I've become much more of a crier. I used to not be a crier, but I've become much more of a crier. I love to cry. And Wicked, like, I want to get that on, like, DVD. Because that movie, like, when I need to cry, I can watch that movie and just, like, get it out. Speaking of method acting, did you see Kristen Stewart's interview where she asks, have you ever heard of a female actor that was method, implying that the nature of acting is quite embarrassing and unmasculine? I did see that, but I do think it's, like, much different for women working in, like, high budget projects. I think men get a lot of credit for, like, how they explore characters, whereas, like, women are really scrutinized for their craft. But I think, like, there's talented actors of, like, all stripes, but the craft is, like, more respected from men. Honestly, I think that Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande are really waking that up, because they take it so seriously that you can do nothing but acknowledge the fact that these are thespians. Like, well, replace that TH. But yeah. I thought you said I want that on DVD, and I got whiplash because what do you mean Alphabet Glinda Survivor and Madame Memorable DLC? That would sell like hotcakes. Okay, let's say bye to the VOD girlies. VOD girlies, I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Tomorrow we're going to play some Digimon. And then Wednesday is when the DLC comes out. Thank you all so much. And if you made it to the end of this VOD, I love you and I really appreciate you. The girls who make it to the end of the VOD, like, wow. You're here right now. Thank you.